Johnny Rock Show. Rockin' 101, the Rock Station.
Rockin' 101, the Rock Station. Look at this. 2 minutes early. I don't think he's ever been early. Dee Snider, welcome back to the Johnny Rock Show. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I think my wife would disagree with you. Anyway.
Right off the bat. Oh, wow.
Hey, man, I'm doing great.
It's an interesting road Dee Snider and Johnny Rock have taken. It was 2002. Dee was my morning guy, the Dee Snider radio show. So it was Dee, and he was surrounded by a whole bunch of players. And this was in Richmond, Virginia. And I swear to God, this show came on the air out of nowhere. And you replaced Jeff and Jeff on XL 102. And I always say, my first day on the job, they said, okay, welcome to the station. Bad news, you have to fire Jeff. And I said, which Jeff? So that's how it started. Oh, well, listen, you. Again, the phone is a little funky, but that's all good. We'll get around it. I do want to talk about this show you're doing, America's Deadliest Rock Concert, the guest list. It's on Reels Sunday, the 20th. This Sunday at 7 p.m. Central. And I remember, where were you when John Lennon died? Or if you're a little older, Kennedy. I know where I was when I heard about this tragic event. How about you?
Absolutely, 100%. The station nightclub fire, Great White performed and shot off pyro, and in 90 seconds, the building burned to the ground. 90 seconds. If you didn't get out in 90 seconds, you were dead. Terrible, terrible tragedy.
It was awful. And being in radio, I mean, I'm sure on your side of the stage, you must have known people that were somehow involved, be it a sound guy or a roadie or a band member. I knew DJs that perished in this thing. I mean, it was It hit home for me in the biggest way. The fact I had played there, post Twisted Sister, I had played that place. And the realization that probably the people who came to see me were the same ones who were there to see Great White that night. The fact that I was in a hair band, the fact that that I played so many of these fire trap clubs, and I remember joking with my bandmates, man, if this place went up, we'd be toast, like laughing at the truth, but never imagining it might actually happen. And that night, over 100 people died, over 200 injured. 65 kids lost one or both parents, and as a father of four, that hit me on a whole nother level. Absolutely, and like I said, it was this poor kid that did a heavy metal, the metal shop or something Sunday nights on I think WHJY, I believe the station was, and he died, and he was there for the love of music. He wasn't making any money. He had to doing an hour a week. So it was really sad. And I had just had Great White in Richmond playing the chili cook-off like a month before. So, yeah, I can't wait for this.
You know what? You just made me remember that DJ, by the way.
Yeah.
And I remember him, what he would do when he did it at my show. He introduced me and then jumped off the stage into the front row and rocked.
Oh.
This is the kind of DJ, one of those metal guys who's a fan first,
Yep.
And I'm sure he did the exact same thing for Great White that night.
Yeah.
Brought the band on, and then just jumped off the stage and just stood in the front and just rocked out. And he lost his life. When I heard they were doing this documentary, and Sunday is the 19th anniversary, I was so glad because we can't forget this event. This is not a happy documentary. This is a tragic documentary, but what do they say? If we don't remember history, we're doomed to repeat it. We can't allow things like this to ever happen again.
Hear, hear. Okay, once again, it's Sunday, this Sunday at 7 p.m. Central on Reels. That's spelled R-E-E-L-Z. If you don't know it, you'll find it. It's a really, really great show. America's Deadliest Rock Concert, the guest list. Now, we can't let you go without talking about how we first met the WAPP Hometown album. Twisted Sister, Shoot 'Em Down was on it before you had a record deal. And there was some other loser on that. Oh, John Bon Jovi was on, right?
That's right, Runaway. He had Runaway on that record. Yeah, the demo of that. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I always say Elvis would have given me a Cadillac. You know, that's another story for another interview. Well, listen, Dee Snider. Dee Snider.
APP. APP had the greatest marketing campaign ever and also the worst. So APP came in the air and said, for the entire summer, we're not going to play one commercial. And I'll tell you what, everybody tuned in and listened to APP. And then in the fall, I went back to commercials, and everybody went back to their...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we learned the hard way. Oh, I mean, I was in programming. The first commercial was 7-Up. I remember the commercial, and I was like, well, that's it. Oh, and then we started playing commercials, and a month later, Z100 signed on. It was a 1-2 punch. I'm like, no, goodbye. I'm going to go back to college. Bye-bye. It's just awful.
Where's the loyalty?
Oh, no.
You gave us a whole summer of commercial free, and we couldn't stick with you. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
No, hey, they had to get back to Paco on KTU. I mean, you had listeners to that station. You're right, because there was no commercials. People that would never listen to a rock station. It was commercial free. Oh, and by the way, we had TV commercials saying we don't play commercials. It was a great 3 months, the best 3 months of my career, and then the worst 2 years. Oh, Dee.
I'm sorry I'm laughing.
No,
I'm laughing. Johnny, I didn't realize you went back there. And you know what? That APP album, that local, whatever it was called, because it was all local bands.
Yep.
That's like renowned.
Oh, yeah.
Bon Jovi and Twisted Sister were both on that record and both went on to become big bands.
I know. Yeah. Hey, the Apple Jam Band is the first cut. That's me and EJ Crummy, the morning guy. But I was such an idiot in over my head. I misspelled the morning guy's name on the album. Oops.
Hey, you were smart enough to put Bon Jovi and Twisted Sister on there, so you're still working, my brother. You're still working.
Well, thank you. Oh, and let us not forget, Zebra turned us down. They wouldn't do the album. They were too big.
Zebra, too good for you. Too good, baby.
All right.
They had loyalty to WBAB.
They sure did.
Yeah, they were owned by Bob Buckman.
I was going to say
Sorry.
Bob Buckman. You got it, boy. We could talk about. Nobody listening in St. Cloud right now knows who Bob Buckman is, but we can do a whole podcast on this. Unbelievable. Dee, you're the man. Thank you. House of Hair, and at noon, Morgs has you on for the haircut, and boy, you're on the air at the station more than me, and I like it.
Hey, man, I've been on for a long time, and I appreciate the St. Cloud listeners. They've stood by me through thick and thin. This is my 26th year of the House of Hair. It's insane. I've seen kids born now get married and have children.
Oh.
I mean, during the time my show's been on. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Well, congratulations. I remember all the stories. You beat out like Kevin DeBrow of Quiet Riot for the gig, because he went in and was kind of laid back. Not you.
Yeah, he did. The laid back DJ. He figured out, I'm Kevin DuBrow, I'm Quiet Riot, and I just went, me, I'm always happy. Laid back with the House of Hair. Oh my God, the music itself just fires you up.
I know. Well, listen, again, look for the Johnny Rock Dee Snider podcast soon, and we'll talk about all these things. Hang in there, Dee. Thank you for coming back, and we'll talk to you soon. You're welcome back anytime, all right?
And everybody, the video for Stand, which is dedicated to the victims and the families, comes out tomorrow on all platforms. Maybe you can find your videos, except MTV, of course. They don't show videos.
It never ends. Wow. Oh, man. Well, thank you again. And anytime you want to come back, you're invited.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, Johnny. Take care, man.
Thank you.
Rockin' 101. The Johnny Rock Show in the morning on The Rock.